So, I just got to Bali yesterday and I'm here for a very specific reason. I'm here for a couple of weeks and I wasn't planning on really doing any kind of like vlog or anything, but something inspired me to do it. And when I was on the plane here, I was watching a guy called Chris Griven, who's a podcaster, and he just moved to Melbourne and he's been documenting the journey. And it was just really, really cool to watch that raw insight. And so I thought my reasons for being here and my intentions for being here and my plan of what I want to get out of this is something that I really want to share. Because although I don't actually know what's going to come out of it, the reason I'm here is because of another video that I watched. It was actually on the way to a family holiday in Fiji earlier in the year by a guy named Dorian. And he was speaking about this idea of a productivity recovery protocol, like this ultimate thing for maintaining focus and staying clear and staying healthy throughout the whole year. And it really inspired me to want to do it more, because for me, I'm someone who doesn't think I need breaks and someone who doesn't feel the need to slow down and who feels like it's somewhat of a waste of time to do that. And probably over the last 6 months, that has really shifted for me. And so the breakdown of this video was really simple and really interesting. And it was every day you spend an hour focusing on some kind of recovery, meditation, sauna, breath work, yin yoga, whatever, just something to really calm the mind and body. That's kind of the idea. Then every week you focus a day. So it's basically just like taking a whole day off to go for a walk out in nature, or again, sauna, massage, meditation, whatever it is. And then every month taking 3 days, which could be just an extended weekend, a long weekend, a small little road trip, whatever. Just an opportunity to switch off. And then every 3 months, taking 10 days. So every 90 days, taking 10 days to go on a longer road trip or hire out a place for a couple of days and just focus on planning. The way that I see it, these longer breaks aren't about completely switching off. I think it's about realigning, getting really clear and getting really focused towards the next 90 days. So I think it's part, recovery and switching everything off, and part planning and creating an intention for the next 90 days. And then once a year taking 3 weeks. And that's, a holiday, it's whatever. And I really, really resonated with that. And it's not something that I have put into practice well, but it's what brought me here. It's what brought me to Bali for the next 2 weeks. And I'm staying in a place called Bali Time Chamber. And it's a place purely for men that is designed for training, for building ideas, creating ideas, writing, recovery. It's got the sauna, the contrast therapy, the big open gym, and it's hidden in the jungle in about 3 hours from Bali airport. Now, my reason for doing this, the big why, is because right now I feel like I'm at 60%. I'm 28. I've got a podcast production agency and a video production agency in the one. I feel healthy and I am in a great place in my life. But I also know where I'm limiting myself. And in this time of my life, it's go time. And so relative to where I want to be, I feel like I'm at 60%. And one thing I've learned through all of the travels and just general business and life is that getting away from comfort is the best way to grow. And so I've come over to Bali to get completely away from the bad foods, the bad habits, and to just be in a new place that allows me to think different. And I want to make the back end of this year really, really great. I want to open a studio for my business. That just keeps coming up and it makes so much sense for me right now, but I've put it off for too long. And so I want to do that. I want to scale the business and I want to do it in a way that is effective, not just taking on more work to make more money, but actually creating something that is so amazing for each client that allows me to work with less clients but make more money purely based off the results that I get them. My training right now is good. I feel really on track with my training. For me, I'm just in the early stages of a new program that I'm doing. My jiu-jitsu is going great. I'm really enjoying it. And so I really just need to keep on track with that. But what really falls off for me is my food and my diet. And I don't go out trying to be 100% perfect with what I do and my food, but I have the biggest sweet tooth. And so I really want to just reset those cravings, reset those bad habits, and be able to come home just feeling really good. And for me, I think a target coming out of this is I'd love to feel like I'm at 80%. I'd love to feel really clear, strong, healthy, and on a really, really solid track to end the year at 90%. I kind of just want to go through this idea of my reset and my intention and what I plan to do, because half of it is I want to come here to fully switch off, and I want to just allow what's going to happen and see what comes up and see what, where it takes me. The other part is I want to be really intentional with what I'm doing. And so with that, with the clear intentions, it's pretty simple. It's eat super clean food, which is not going to be hard because that's all they serve here. Train, which again, not hard because that's a huge reason why people go here, is to train, to work on their body, to get strong. So between those two, for me, it's about ridding myself out of all of the crap that I've been eating and spend the next 14 days just replenishing the body and seeing what happens. The third is reading. I've bought 4 books with me: Conversations with God, book 1, book 2, and book 3, and The Body Keeps the Score. And Conversations with God has played a really interesting role in my life in the last few months. And I've always wondered, what is God? And I've never been religious. I wasn't raised religious. I still don't identify as any kind of religion, but these books have really helped me understand God from the lens that I really resonate with and what feels really good for me. And I've noticed how just developing that relationship has changed my life so much. And so that is my plan, is to sink into those. And The Body Keeps the Score is something that just keeps coming up. It's a book that just keeps coming up in my life. And so I'm going to sink into that as well. And alongside that is writing. Daily writing for me, for as long as it takes. And I think that's the part for me where I'm just going to allow whatever needs to happen, to just write and to just allow it to flow. So I'm really, really excited about that. Meditation is a huge part of this as well. For me, sitting in meditation for a minimum of an hour a day, I'm going to have nothing but time. So I'm really excited to experience that. And the final thing is network. From what I see, there are some really incredible minds and some really great people that go to this place. And so I'm excited to meet new guys, see where they come from, see what they do, see how they train, see how they think, and if they build businesses, how they do that, and really try and absorb and learn as much as I possibly can. So like I said, I'm about to head off, and I've got no idea what's in store for the next 2 weeks, but I am planning on sharing my experience throughout, the insights, what comes up, and see if Dorian was right about taking a solid amount of time to reset and realign and recover as well. So see you in the next one.